I'm Ron Jones from Lean Berets. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, again with Enid Whitaker, Managing Director for Bonnie Prudden Myotherapy and a physical education teacher herself. And I've been researching the history of fitness and PE for about 20 years and done a lot of work on the Bonnie Prudden archives and how she did things. So we're going to talk for a few minutes about old versus new and why, as fitness professionals today or physical educators, we might want to take a look back to see how people used to do it and what the value of learning from the past can be. So what's your take on how people exercise today, if we want to use the E word, versus, you know, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s?
Well, I don't know if it's old versus new as much as it is what is the purpose of the exercise? Mm-hmm. Why do you want to exercise? And do you want to go for the gold, or do you just want to feel better and look better? Mm-hmm. But no matter what, you don't want to be hurt and you don't want to be bored.
Right.
So when you're looking at any exercise, whether it's old or new, mm-hmm. did it work? Mm-hmm. And did it work without hurting you? Mm-hmm. Did you improve? Did you enjoy it? Mm-hmm. Would you keep doing it? Because,
or can you keep doing it?
Yeah. Exactly. Because if it hurts you or if it's boring, you're not going to do it.
Whether it's old or new.
Whether it's old or new, exactly.
You've been around the block a few times with movement and PE and fitness. What do you think worked the best as you look back over the decades? Is there a central theme or a certain type of exercise or a certain piece of equipment that you seem to feel that has higher value?
Your body.
Really? Mastering body weight, or?
Just movement through full range of motion.
Okay.
Because as a physical educator, I don't ever remember learning anything that I could actually use. I went through 20 different sports, 2 weeks each, and came out knowing nothing.
So that part hasn't changed, because that was my experience getting my PE degree and credential as well.
Right. Yeah. And I remember freshman fundamentals where we walked around the room, and I don't know why we walked around the room, mm-hmm. but I don't remember anything that I could use from it. I really have never used anything that I was taught mm-hmm. in my 4 years of physical education.
Now, you mentioned when you got thrown to the wolves in a regular PE class, you went back to your dance background.
I did. Mm-hmm. And there wasn't really much of that.
Mm-hmm. Was it ballet?
It was ballet. Okay. Yeah, and of course I couldn't do ballet with my teenagers in my high school class. Right. But I did really simple movements, and I don't know where they really came from, but I did them to music. Okay,
so you were doing similar work before you ever met Bonnie?
Yeah.
Okay, and figuring out that it works. So, common theme, good body weight mechanics, using music to help create a better mood and mm-hmm. more rhythm maybe. Mm-hmm. And that could be something that, if you look back to tease out and say that works. Okay. All right. That's anything else?
No, I just think that common sense went out, mm-hmm. and greed came in.
Absolutely, yeah. Boy, that's the truth today. Yeah. And
when you have a vacuum, anytime mm-hmm. it is filled in some way, mm-hmm. and this time it was filled with nonsensical stuff that hurt you and made money for a person for a while before they closed up and moved somewhere else.
Right, right.
Like Vic Tanny.
Yeah, yeah.
And others.
Yeah, and so
Bonnie used to describe it as the emperor's clothes.
Mm-hmm. And her work has endured, and of course we've mentioned this before, 40 years of working with her, not one injury, so that's timeless. Like you mentioned to me one day when we were working last year, good music is timeless. It has no like age limitation or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think good movement would be the same way, and Bonnie's work certainly would be in that category. All right, thank you.